Hi everyone, Larissa here from Royal LePage, serving the areas of Mississauga and the West GTA. Following the overall movement to reopen the economy in June, we experienced a very positive result in terms of home sales and selling prices. Before the onset of COVID-19, there was a great deal of pent-up demand in the market, and this pent-up demand arguably increased further over the past 3 months. We are still in the early days of recovery, but barring any setbacks, we should continue to see stronger market conditions in the second half of 2020. Year over year, the number of transactions in June was only slightly down by 1.4%, but when comparing sales month to month, resale activity in the GTA in June surged to an 84% increase over May's sales. Year over year price figures were also strong. The average sale price of a home in the GTA increased by 11.9% in June compared to June of 2019. When comparing May 2020 to June 2020, prices were up by 9.8%. The demand specifically for detached homes translated into over 50% of June's total sales, with almost 45% of all detached home sales being above the $1 million price point. This is an interesting shift as the $1 million market is traditionally slower moving compared to under $1 million. Gradually improving labor market and historically low mortgage rates are also expected to support the recovery in home sales in the second half of 2020, along with a sustained year-over-year price growth. Given that home sales result in substantial spin-off expenditure in the regional economy, the housing market will be an important driver of overall economic recovery this year and into 2021. As always, if you'd like to know how these stats affect your particular neighborhood and property, and how to take advantage of the market and properly time your real estate plans, just reach out to me via phone or social media. I'm always here to help.